So now you can point it out what I want to explain here, that your shear plane is passing through your shank. The upper portion of the bolt is shank and lower portion of the bolt is your thread. Okay, thread is circular in nature, while a shank is the plane surface. Plane surface is the shank, and circular surface, circular threaded section is your bottom section. And when the two plates are crossing each other, means whatever the lap joint is there, this is your lap joint, and that lap joint will have your shear plane. Shear plane means the plane which will cause the shear in your shear joint. Shear joint means lap joint. Okay, so that's why your value of Nn will be 0. That is, number of shear planes in thread will be 0. Number of shear planes in shank is 1. This is the shear plane in shank. That's why we consider this value be 1 here. And whatever the formula that we use for the calculation of the bearing strength and shearing strength. Okay, so we consider the your value of Ns equal to 1 in calculating the shear capacity of the bolt. Okay, now again I will share. Now we will try to solve our remaining numerical. Whatever we are having the formula, the basic formula for design shearing strength, that is the VDSB equal to FUB divided by under root 3 multiplied by gamma MB, that value is 1.25, partial factor of safety for the bolt, multiplied by the NN multiplied by ANB plus ASB ASB is the area of shank multiplied by NS, that is the number of shearing planes in shank. The value is 1. Okay, so this is our basic formula. Now this value will be 0. This value is 0 because the value of Nn will be 0 here. Number of shearing plane through the thread is 0. So this value ultimately it becomes the 0. Okay, now after that finally we will get this we are going to calculate this value, that is the VDSB is equal to ultimate tensile strength of bolt, and for 4.6 grade of bolt as per the table from the IS code, this value is 400 MPa divided by root 3 multiplied by 1.25, that is the partial factor of safety for your bolt. Standard value is 1.25 multiplied by 1. 1 is the value for your ASB. 1 multiplied by 1 is the value for your NS, that is the number of shearing plane in the shank. 1 is the value for your NS multiplied by ASB. Value of ASB will be pi d square by 4, that is pi multiplied by 20 square by 4. Okay, so ultimately we will get the value of your VDSB, which will be equal to 58.041 kilonewton. You can calculate this value from your calci. So whatever the value here, we take this 400, this we take it from our IS code, Okay, whatever the value you get it in the Newton, convert that Newton value into kilonewton, divide it by the 1000, you will get the value in kilonewton. Okay, now our previous value for your bearing strength was the 131.2. Okay, so the value for your VDPB is more than the value of VDSB. So therefore, we will consider the VDSB value because it is less. Okay, now at final, what we are going to calculate? The value of N, that is the number of bolt. So number of bolt is equal to the factor of safety for your joint 1.5 multiplied by service load. Service load is 375, which is given in the numerical. 375 multiplied by 1.5. What value we got initially? That is, in our previous lecture, we got the value 562.5. This value 375 multiplied by 1.5. Now 562.5 divided by the least value, that is the VDSB is the least value. Least value is smallest value of these two. Smallest value is this value, that is 58.041. 58.041. Okay, so this value comes out to be 9.69. Okay, so your overall value will be near about 10. So 10 is the even value. So we are here having the even number of bolts. So instead of 9, we will consider the nearest value or nearby value, which is equal to 10. So finally, we are going to provide the 10 number of bolts. Okay. So in the two phases of 5 bolts on right side, 5 bolts on left side. Okay. So you can have this type of bolts on the your lap joint. Okay. The diagram for lap joint, we have already seen how will be the diagram. So this type of lap joint will be there, and you will have the bolts here. You will have the bolts like this. So you may have the 10 number of bolts. As per your design, you will have this type of bolts. Okay. So I am drawing it here only 2 bolts, but basically the number of bolts are 10 bolts. Okay. So this type of joint not having the cover plate here. That's why we are not calculating the tearing strength. If the cover plate is there, then we will calculate the tearing strength. Now, why the cover plate is not provided? Cover plate is not provided because we are having here lap joint. We are having the lap joint, and that's why there is no need to provide the cover plate. Okay, so this is about our numerical. Okay, so I hope that you have understood the design of the lap joint basically, and this type of numerical will definitely come in your examination, and now you will be able to solve it.